Hello guys, welcome to part 9 of the Metasploit Mega Primer. Now in this video, we will look at privilege escalation in the post-exploitation phase. Right, so if you remember, this is the second phase of post-exploitation. So what is privilege escalation? Well, it may have happened that the exploit you used to break into the remote system was that of a less privileged user, because of which you are not able to actually go ahead and do a lot of tasks which maybe only the system user or the admin user is allowed to do. Right? So privilege escalation is typically done by either using some sort of a local privilege escalation exploit. There are a number of these exploits for various platforms, including Windows, different flavors of Linux, Solaris, and whatnot. In this specific example, we'll use the Kitetrap OD program, or the exploit, sorry. The other possible way is to use impersonation tokens with things like incognito. We've had a look at this in previous videos. Last but not the least would be to use some sort of a social engineering hack using kits like the SCT. Right, so we'll just cover number 1 and number 2 right now in this video. SCT we'll look at in a later video. Okay, so let me go to the demo. So let's type in the URL. And this goes ahead and handles the rest. This is a browser-based exploitation which I've done. So in the background, you would actually notice that Metasploit is just about to be launched, and I think it is launched already. You can look at the available sessions. I have one here. So let's go ahead and connect to that session. Great. So the good news here is that we've broken into the administrator account, but what we might want to do is escalate our privileges to system. Now, one of the things we can first try is actually look at the different tokens we have access to. Right, so if you notice, it's the -u command. That we are not able to get any more information from the system, which is the delegation tokens available are only for the user ID we've broken into. So now what we'll do is we'll use a well-known vulnerability to escalate our privileges. Right, so we'll run the Metasploit script called Kitetrap OD, right, which actually exploits a vulnerability in the Windows kernel. Let's go ahead, run this script. Awesome. So now if you notice, we've got system privileges. Right? So anything we do right now is going to be using the system privileges. Now if we just go back and list the tokens we have access to now, you'll notice we have access to almost all the tokens which exist on the current system, including administrator, system, network service, and whatnot. Right? So this is a simple example of how a privilege escalation attack can be launched on a Windows system. Going back to the presentation, in this case we went ahead and used a local privilege escalation attack. Now what one could also do, as we've shown in previous demos, is use various delegation tokens and assume different users, impersonate different users on the system and run tasks on their behalf. If you've forgotten, please visit the video in which I talk about the incognito extension and the basics of impersonation and token stealing. Right? So that's all for this video, very short one. I think this is probably the shortest video. But I want to go ahead and dedicate single videos to the various post-exploitation stages. Now, one of the exercises which you can try is breaking into other systems and figuring out how to use local privilege exploitation flaws to escalate your privilege. A lot of times you might not have available Metasploit support, in the sense available exploits for local privilege escalation shipping with Metasploit by default. In that case, you may have to download exploit code from Milworm or from Exploit DB and compile it and run it on those remote systems, right? Well, that's all for this video. In the next video, we will be looking at going ahead and killing different monitoring software like AVs, and also how to delete your logs once you've broken into a system. Okay, like always, please leave your comments behind. That is what keeps me going. So please let me know what you think about this video and what are the other things you would want me to cover. Thank you. Have a great day.